How does one face certain death? One man survived a horrific car crash that cost him half his skull, but not his life. Join us here each week for amazing survival tales of superhuman strength. Find out why these people refuse to succumb, but instead show us how they survive. On the morning of September 11, 2001, Janelle Guzman was at her desk on the 64th floor of the World Trade Center's North Tower as her building was struck by American Airlines Flight 11. At first, there wasn't any smoke or fire, she said. The company she worked for told her to stay put and wait for help, but after an hour, she decided to head to the stairwell. Shortly after descending to the 13th floor, Janelle bent over to take off her shoes, and then suddenly a wall collapsed on top of her. Her feet were pinned, and her head was trapped between two pieces of concrete. Beyond her entrapment on the dust-covered streets of Manhattan, shell-shocked New Yorkers were trying to make a mad dash off of the island and away from the devastation as firefighters were heading into harm's way. Although Janelle was in imminent danger, her life would be spared on a date that some 2,996 people would lose their lives in the collapse of two towers weighing more than 250,000 tons apiece. Janelle recounts her entrapment as the only thing she could move was her left hand. She opened her eyes, but everything around her was black. Time seemed to stand still, and she remembers praying for respite from the pain. After 27 hours, she heard a voice of a man named Paul telling her to remain calm, that rescuers were on the way.
That's when I just felt the whole wall and the rumbling and everything just came crashing down. It knocked me to the ground when I realized that I couldn't move, I couldn't get up. I realized that this is not a dream and this is happening. I just closed my eyes and I said, Lord, am I going to die here? And I was like, I knew I was going to die because I knew the building collapsed, 110-story building. And after a collapse like that, how could anybody find me under the rubble? And so I was just kind of prepared myself to die. I was in so much pain and I knew I was still alive and I wanted to live. And for some reason, I just said, do something, say something. And I just started to pray in silence. I told him to show me a sign. And if he pulled me out of this rubble, if he saved me today, I would change my life and I would do his will. And someone grabbed my hand and they called me by my name. And they said, Janelle, I got you. My name is Paul. And when that person grabbed my hand and told me his name and called me by my name, I said to myself, thank God. And my body just felt completely calm. I didn't feel the pain, but I kept holding onto his hand. And I said, thank God, thank God. And he said to me, I'm not going to let you go. Just keep holding on my hand. Keep holding my hand until the rescuer gets here.
Janelle tried to find Paul afterward to thank him. It turns out that the man who outstretched his hand to Janelle must have been an angel, because there was no human way possible to reach her from where she was trapped. Additionally, the firefighters on the scene could find no one by that name. Janelle used her second chance at life to heal, get married, and have children. She dedicated her life to her blossoming Christian faith and wrote a book about her experience. Yes, a new World Trade Center stands in the shadows of hollow grounds, but none of us, especially Janelle, will ever forget 9/11.